So let's talk to it as American Israeli now, who's actually just south, I believe, of Jerusalem. And David Sussman, Ifrat, Israel, is where David joins us from now. Where you are today, and I know there's a couple of things, David. There's obviously everybody's dealing with somebody that they know in a situation that's probably even worse than where you are. But tell us what it's even been like where you are today.
Well, thank you. First of all, I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity and for all of us for our voice to be heard to your viewers. I do live just south of Jerusalem in a community known as Efrat. And the horrors began, as we all know, on Saturday. I was already in synagogue 6 o'clock in the morning, and the individual who's in charge of security of the community that I live in sits in front of me. And his walkie-talkie went off. He grabbed his weapon. He ran out of the shul. And I didn't really make much of it at that time. Okay, maybe could have been a number of different things that happened, maybe a medical emergency that took place. And then we heard a boom outside. We walked outside. We could see where the Iron Dome struck down a couple rockets that was launched towards us. And by 8:30, there was an announcement at shul, at the synagogue, that Israel was under attack, and all the men should report home, turn on their phones, which is something that we don't use during our holidays or on the Sabbath. And the call up began, and we saw the cars rolling out of our neighborhood with fathers and sons and brothers, all heading somewhere where we were not. We were left in the unknown because it was a Sabbath. We didn't know what exactly was taking place. And when we came out of the Sabbath, the reality of the horror really kind of set in. So this is all information I'm sure everybody's heard before. The feeling on the ground right now is that Israel is preparing for a massive assault on Hamas. The reserve call-up that has taken place, 300,000 soldiers, is unprecedented in the history of Israel.
Right.
And there's a reason for that. In 2001, on September 11th, when the World Trade Center was hit, America went into action, unified. Justice had to be served. To put that in correlation of what is happening here in Israel, 900 people have been killed already. When you compare our populations, that is over 8 world 9/11s. That's 8 9/11s happening at one moment. I live in a neighborhood, almost every single male has been called up to reserve duty under the age of 40, and several above that age as well. There are families here that are left without their fathers. We've come together as a community, those that are still here, preparing for the soldiers, for the battle that is about to begin. Right. And I appreciate Robert coming out here to Israel and covering the situation here on the ground. But I don't want there to be any confusion. This constant bombardment and the scenes that I'm seeing on the screen right now that you're showing your viewers of these huge complexes coming down, these are targeted strikes. This is not like a bombardment, a carpet bombing, God forbid, where we're just destroying everything in sight, because we could do that very easily. These are targeted bombings and attacks on sites that were used by Hamas to kill Israelis and innocent citizens.
Right. Now, you've lived there for, I believe it's 20 plus years, right? And you served in the military yourself. I mean, you're not, like so many people we've spoken to, you're not new to this, but have you ever seen anything close to this?
We're all new to this.
Yeah.
There's been nothing close to this. This is something that is unprecedented, that Hamas was able to infiltrate onto our sovereign territory and do the most hideous crimes you can ever imagine. They are, and I don't even want to say it because I don't know who's watching this. I mean, you saw those beautiful women and mothers and daughters that were having the time of their lives, or were just at home celebrating the holiday with their families. And on the social media, that Hamas and the Arabs that are living in the Gaza Strip are murder, rape. They are raping women. They are murdering children, killing babies, and then celebrating on the streets. There are rallies happening in New York, in Toronto. My friend just texted me right before I came on air. He said there's a pro-Palestinian rally happening in Toronto today.
Right.
It is despicable that anyone would support this type of brutality in the name of some type of Palestinian justice. I can't comprehend. These people are sick. They're evil. They need to be eradicated. And Israel, and I promise you, 300,000 soldiers have been called up.
Right.
There is going to be a ground invasion. They are going to sweep through the Gaza Strip, and they are going to eradicate Hamas. And there is unparalleled support for Israel right now. And I pray to God that you all support us, as it is going to become extremely gruesome, and the scenes that are going to come out of Gaza, because it's war and it's a terrible thing.
It is.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.